Welcome to the Shango Diaries, written by Madison, where love gets messy, the past never really stays in the past, and the heart wants what it wants, even when the mind says nah. It's real, it's raw, and it's got all the highs, lows, late night texts, and unanswered questions that come with falling hard for someone who might not be ready to catch you. So, press play, get comfortable, and step into Monica's world, where passion and chaos go hand in hand, and the truth, well, it's complicated. This is the Shango Diaries. Let's get into it. Monica finally has a little breathing room now that iron ring has wrapped. But when your heart's tangled up in a love that won't quit, free time can be dangerous. In this episode, it's Monica and Shango caught in that same cycle. 1 minute, she's telling him, I love you today, you're the ultimate. The next, she's questioning where she really stands. And Shango, he's keeping her close, but always on his terms. Meanwhile, Todd, Monica's ride or die, is hyping her up, reminding her how far she's come. But is she fighting for real? Or is she fighting for something familiar? And will Shango ever give her more than just enough to stay? There are no commercials, no interruptions, just the real story. Press play.
Welcome back to the Shango Diaries, the podcast that keeps it real about love, relationships, and all the messy emotions in between. I'm James, your host and relationship expert, holding it down while John and Sarah take some time off. So let's talk about episode 14. Monica has been on the grind, juggling work, co-parenting, and this thing with Shango that's got more twists than a daytime soap. But for the first time in a minute, she's got a little breathing room. She just wrapped up as an associate producer on the MMA reality show Iron Ring, so she's not running at full speed like usual. And that means more time to think, more time to feel. And if you know Monica, you know that's not always a good thing. Monica and Shango love or just comfortable chaos? I think Monica and Shango are locked in this cycle that neither one of them seems ready to break. She starts off soft in this episode, sending him a message that straight up says, I love you today. You're higher than a 2 on the list. You are the ultimate. That's deep. That's someone trying to show love, give reassurance. But then later, we see her getting real about her insecurities. She tells him she feels like he backs down when she brings up marriage. She feels some type of way about the way he treats her versus what he's not saying. And Shango, he's all over the place. 1 minute, he's talking about home improvement plans like they're settling in for the long haul. The next, he's making sure Monica keeps her heels nearby for their morning jump-offs. Look, I'm not mad at the man, but I also see why Monica's questioning where she really stands. Then there's this part that really got me. Shango basically tells her she needs to take some time for herself, refocus, handle her business. Now, from a relationship perspective, that's not bad advice. But the way he says it, man, it's got this tone like he's keeping her at arm's length, like he wants her around, but only on his terms. And Monica, she calls him on it. She's like, you of all people should know I don't give a damn what anybody thinks of me. But if you want to poll your friends about us, go right ahead. Who? Monica is not here for the games. The real MVP, Todd. Now, let's talk about Todd for a second. Monica's bestie, her cheerleader, the one person who's always hyping her up. They've got this email thread going back and forth, and you can just tell he's in her corner. At one point, he writes, I'm so proud of you and how much you've grown in the area of relationships, not being afraid to let your guard down and finally following your heart. And you know what? That's real. Monica has grown. She's doing the work, trying to be open, trying to communicate. The problem is she's doing it with someone who's only halfway meeting her there. Final thoughts. This episode was classic. Monica and Shango, passion, frustration, a little bit of sweet, a whole lot of tension. Monica is trying to figure out if this is the love she's meant to fight for, or if she's just comfortable in the chaos. And Shango, he likes having her close, but is he ever going to fully let her in? I want to hear what y'all think. Is this love or is it just history playing tricks on them? Hit me up in the comments. Let's talk about it.
And that's a wrap on this episode of the Shango Diaries, written by Madison. No fluff, no filters, just real love, real mess, and all the emotions in between. Hit that follow button, drop a comment, and let me know, is Monica holding on too tight, or is Shango the one who needs to step up? No interruptions, just the raw truth. This is the Shango Diaries, a commercial-free podcast. Press play on the next episode, and let's keep it going. Peace.